COVID is no fun, but it's definitely a time that forces you to go slow. Sooraj and I both got COVID positive last week, and with that started a week which was long, unsustainable, and slow. Unlike waking up early, the illness gave us the permission to sleep in. We gave in to our tiredness for as long as we wanted. No alarms to disturb us. Making breakfast was the hardest as we would be groggy in the morning, still tired. Although I'd sworn to never buy dosa batter again in this house, COVID had me all weak and given to buying dosa batter as I had no energy to make it at home. Eating vitamins and drinking water was a stern necessity during these days. I'm bad at drinking water, but I still drank more than I ever did on a daily basis. And sometimes Sooraj reminded me of the same. Most of our day was spent in front of the TV, lazing around and watching all sorts of sitcoms or movies. If we disagreed on a show, we'd watch it separately. We saw a lot of Shark Tank during this week, to be honest. A lot of it. Yeah. And sometimes, when I could no longer watch any more TV, I went on to working on my sewing machine to make more and more products for my secret project. I promised myself to launch it very super soon. I also spent the time doing things which were long pending, like dismantling our Christmas tree, which has not been taken down for over a month and a half. You know who's been hit the most because of this COVID? Shadow. The poor girl is still trying to figure out why she isn't taken out for her usual walks anymore. It breaks our heart to see her run to the door every night. But we are left with no option at all but to entertain and get her to stay active at home. It's no fun being in the same clothes the whole week long, but we just kept hoping to get to the day when we knew we were COVID negative and did not have to worry anymore. I cannot wait for my nose to stop feeling so stuffy anymore. Cannot wait for my random sneezes to stop. I know it will, but I just hope it does fast. As we don't have a cook coming, nor do we both have the energy to cook lunch and dinner every day during this time, I had opted for a vegan Tiffin box subscription for the week. In general, they send their tiffins in reusable boxes, but as COVID patients who wouldn't be able to send back the boxes safely, they had to send us our food in plastic packaging. This was the hardest for me to get to terms with. As much as I'm against these plastic containers, I definitely did not have the energy to make meals the whole week. And thus, this week, we had the most amount of plastic waste we have had in years now. It did indeed give me the perspective of how much plastic waste we have been keeping outside our home up until now. It made me appreciate everything we both have been doing until now, preventing all that waste. I wish that we did not have to get the food in plastic packaging, but my relief is that it is at least organic, vegan, and healthy food that we are eating. In spite of a lot of hardships this week, we've surely learned what slow living can be like. As our home quarantine ends today, we're very thankful that we were able to stay safely together and did not have too much of fever or illness during this time. This video is to show you that even the more sustainable people amongst us have roadblocks on days when we have no better option in front of us but to opt for more plastic. Another save for me was being able to get our groceries delivered zero waste by my favorite zero waste store, which is Eco Sansar. I've been using their services for over 2 years now. This week hasn't been the easiest for us, but it definitely wasn't as bad as we thought it could get. We were both very lucky to only have mild symptoms. As we go on to recover slowly, I hope that each of you keep yourself safe and make sure to wear a mask every time you step out. So until the next time, bye-bye.